Dear students, today I am going to explain you the concepts of Boolean algebra. See, in many occasions we are having the cases of true or false or yes or no situations. Now such things can easily be implemented in case of Boolean algebra. So the variables who have only two values, either 0 or 1, or which can be expressed as true or false or yes or no, such things we can implement it using Boolean algebra concepts. Yeah. So here every variable will have only two cases, either it is true or false, or it is yes or no. So here for theoretical concepts we are taking it as 1 or 0. So they can take only two values, either 0 or 1. Now the basic Boolean operations are and, or, and, not. Okay. So Boolean functions either can be expressed as an expression or truth table. So today I am going to explain you step by step how to write Boolean expression for a particular case or truth table, and obtain truth table from Boolean expressions or Boolean expression from truth table. So all these things we are going to learn today. So the basic operations which I already told you. So we have the three operations here: and operation, or operation, and not operation. Now we are denoting and operation by a dot. We are denoting and operation by a dot, and or operation by a plus mark, and not operation by a complement over the variable. So the basic three operations in Boolean algebra are not, or, and functions. Okay. So XOR is, even though it is derived, so the symbol which is used for XOR is also shown in this particular table. So not function is used for a single variable. So not of a, we are representing it as a bar. Okay. Or function is are used for two variables, a or b. So it is represented as a plus b, and is represented again for two variables. So that is a and b. Yeah. So XOR a, XOR b. So here we are using a plus which is encircled between the two variables. Now here in this particular slide we are going to show you the rules for these operations. So and operation, since it is used for two variables, and two variables can take a total of 4 combinations. Okay. So all the 4 combinations are listed here, and we have taken x and y as the variable. So the first table which is there, it is actually x dot y. So this for this function we are going to write. So when both variables are 0, when x is 0, y is 1, when x is 1, y is 0, when both are 1. So 0 into 0 it is 0, 0 into 1 it is 0, 1 into 0 it is 0, 1 into 1 it is 1. So these are the rules of Boolean multiplication. So or and function. Now second table is for or function. Okay, or which we already we also call this as Boolean addition. Okay, or addition. So here also two variables are taken, x or y. So that is, this is actually x plus y. Okay. So 4 combinations we have written: 0 0, 0 1, 1 0, and 1 1. Okay. So 0 plus 0 it is 0, 0 plus 1 it is 1, 1 plus 0 it is 1, 1 plus 1 it is 1. So these are rules for Boolean addition. So next is complement. So here we have taken complement as a x bar. So when input is 0, when this variable is 0, that time its complement is 1. When it is 1, its complement is 0. So that is x bar. So you are using a bar over the variable for representing that complement. Now suppose if you are given a Boolean expression, okay, so the order of evaluation will be like this. If you have any parenthesis in the expression, all the calculations are done for within the parenthesis first. Next, if any complements are there, or not operations are there, they will be evaluated. So, next function which is to be considered is AND function or Boolean multiplication, and the last operation is OR function. Clear? So, that is how we have to follow the order for simplifying any Boolean expression. We are going to understand different postulates or rules for simplification, which we also call it as Boolean identities. Okay. So, in case of Boolean identities, so we start with this one. Suppose according to commutative law, you have xy equal to yx. Clear? So, this is commutative law for multiplication. Okay. Then for addition, we have x plus y equal to y plus x. So, all these laws I am going to explain you in detail with their proofs once again. Now, we will just understand the identities. So, afterwards I will take some examples for explaining these in detail. So, next one is identity element. So, here we have x into 1, it is equal to x, okay, x bar plus 0 equal to x bar. So, complement we have x into x bar equal to 0, x plus x bar equal to 1. So, these are just identities or rules which are used for simplifying any Boolean expression. So, next we have some more rules, that is x into x equal to x, x plus x is also equal to x. So, x into 0 equal to 0, x plus 1 is equal to 1, and if we have a double complement, so it will be equal to the variable itself, that is x bar bar is equal to x. So, here we have shown how to represent this. So, I had before I go to this particular thing, I will just show you. See, for an AND function, I already told we are using compulsory two variables. See, you are representing the AND gate like this. Suppose you are ANDing A with B, okay. So, output will be equal to A into B or A and B, okay. So, that is what is shown here. Suppose if you are ANDing the variable with itself, A into A is equal to A, here A into A is equal to A. Now, why we are getting this one? Why A into A is equal to A itself? Now, suppose since it is only one variable, it can take maximum 2 values. So, either it can be 0 or it can be 1. Suppose A is equal to 0, this expression will become 0 into 0. So, which is equal to 0 using the rules of multiplication. Suppose A equal to 1. So, in that case this expression will become 1 into 1 equal to 1. So, in both the cases what we see here is the end result is equal to the variable itself. So, that is why we write it as A into A is equal to A. Clear? So, that is how we are proving this. So, next we have one more identity as A into A bar equal to 0. Now, how do we prove this one? Okay. Now, see here, A into A bar equal to 0. Suppose if we want to prove this, I already told, clear, since it is using a single variable, A can be either 0 or it can be 1. Suppose A is equal to 0. What this expression will become? It will become 0 into A bar, that is complement of 0, which is equal to 1. Since 0 into 1 is equal to 0 using the rules of multiplication. Okay. So, next I will take when A is equal to 1. So, what happens to this particular expression? So, it will become 1, that is A into A bar. A bar is complement of 1, which is now 0. So, 1 into 0 will now become 0. 1 into 0 will now become 0. So, you see both the case, whether A equal to 0 or whether A equal to 1. In both the cases, the output is 0. That is, the result of A bar is equal to 0 irrespective of the value of the variable. irrespective of the value of the variable. That is why we are writing it as a into a bar is equal to 0. A into a bar equal to 0. That is how it is been obtained. So, next identity is a plus a equal to a. So, how do we prove this one? A plus a equal to a. Now, since this is also having only one variable, so this one variable can take only two values, that is either 0 or 1. So, we will see what happens if it is equal to 0. So, if a equal to 0, this expression becomes 0 plus 0. This expression becomes 0 plus 0 equal to 0 using the rules of Boolean addition or addition. Okay. So, next when a equal to 1, suppose a equal to 1, this expression becomes 1 plus 1 equal to 1, again using OR addition rule. Okay. Now, you observe what is happening here, result. Now, when I am adding 0 with 0, I was getting 0. When I am adding 1 with 1, I was getting 1. So, this 0 is nothing but the value taken by a. Now, here also 1 is taken by a. So, in both the cases, output is simply equal to the variable whatever you are taking. So, a plus a will be equal to a. So, that is how we are obtaining this result. Similarly, a plus a bar is equal to 1. So, this also you can understand. Okay. So, in both the cases, whether a equal to 0 or 1, output will be equal to 1. So, that is how we say that a plus a bar equal to 1. Okay. So, this particular identity is very important, that is a plus a bar b is equal to ab. So, this I have proved here in a very simple steps. Okay. So, just to show how a plus a bar b is equal to a plus b. Now, see here, first we have considered the LHS, that is a plus a bar b. Okay. Now, see here, we have one rule, that is a plus ab is equal to a. Clear? See how this a plus ab equal to a, I will just show you here. Okay. So, if you take a common, okay, inside bracket we are having 1 plus b. Okay. Inside bracket we are having 1 plus b. But what is 1 plus b? 1 plus b is equal to 1. So, this becomes a into 1, because I will just write here, because 1 plus b is equal to 1. So, now a into 1 is equal to a. So, this is another identity, Boolean identity. So, which I have already told. So, using this simple thing, we already know that a plus ab is equal to a. So, what we are doing? We are replacing a with this expression. So, the given expression or LHS side has become a plus ab plus a bar b. Next, I am replacing this a with a into a. So, just now I have shown you how this a into a is equal to a. Okay. So, I have put a for a. So, the expression now became a plus ab plus a bar b. Now, the next identity which I am going to use here is a bar equal to 0. I will write down here a bar is equal to 0. Since after adding 0 to the expression will not change the value of this expression, I can add this term to the expression a bar. So, my expression now becomes a plus ab plus a bar plus a bar b. So, I have added this particular term here. So, now I will take common. So, in the first two terms I am taking a common, and inside bracket we are left with a plus b, and in the next two terms I am going to take a bar common. So, we are left with a plus b. So, the final expression what we are getting is a plus b. Now in these two terms, okay, in these two terms a plus b is common. Okay, so I have taken a plus b common inside bracket. So in the first term we are left with a, in the second term we are left with a bar. So we get the expression as a plus b into a plus a bar. Okay, so now a plus a bar is equal to 1. So I will replace this by 1. So the expression now becomes a plus b into 1. So which is nothing but a plus b. Hence we have proved this particular identity, that is a plus a bar b is equal to a plus b. So next is about laws of Boolean algebra. We have total 3 laws, commutative law, associative law and distributive law. So the first law is commutative law, both for addition and multiplication. I am going to explain for this. So irrespective of the order of multiplying two variables or adding two variables. So according to this law, so we can use the variables in any order. Clear? That is a plus b is equal to b plus a or ab equal to ba. So the next rule is, next law is associative law. So both multiplication and addition laws I have written here. So first one is associative law is defined for 3 variables. So ab, after getting the result, if I am ANDing with the third variable z, this should be same as first ANDing y and z and the result is and x. Okay. So here also the order in which you are ANDing the variables will not matter. Clear? So you can AND in any order. So result will be same. Similarly for addition. Suppose if you are adding 3 variables x, y and z, adding the 2 variables x and y and the result is added to third variable z is same as adding the second and third variable first and the result is added to first variable. That means what? The order in which you add the variables will not affect the expression. Okay. So anyhow you can use. Next one is distributive law. According to distributive law, x into y plus z, we can write it as x into y plus x into z, or we can have in other way, that is x plus yz. Suppose if you have x plus y into x plus z. So that is how distributive law is written. Next theorem is De Morgan's theorem. So we have two statements here. According to first statement, suppose if I have a complement of the product of two variables, okay, it can be expressed as sum of the complements. It can be expressed as sum of the complements, that is xy bar is equal to x bar plus y bar. So this is one way. So this is the first statement. Okay. Now according to second statement, suppose if you are taking the complement of addition of two variables, that is x plus y complement should be equal to product of the complements, that is x bar into y bar, product of the complements, that is x bar into y bar. Later I will be proving all these theorems. Okay. So just understand the statement. So we have two statements for De Morgan's theorem. First one says that product is equal to sum of the complements, and the second one is complement of addition is equal to product of complements. So last theorem is absorption law. Okay. So according to this, suppose if we are multiplying x with x plus y, it is equal to x, and second statement is x plus xy is equal to x. So this I have already proved. For the first one, we are supposed to show x into xy, x into xy as x. So, x into xy. Now, here according to absorption law, we are supposed to show that x into x plus y equal to x. So, I have taken x into x plus y. Using distributive law, we can write this as x into x plus xy, but x into x is x itself, which I have already shown you. So, plus xy. Now, take x common in this. So, we are left with 1 plus y inside, but 1 plus y is equal to 1. 1 plus y is equal to 1. So, this will become x into 1. So, which is equal to x using the first identities of Boolean algebra. I hope these points are clear. Now, in this particular table, we are proving this De Morgan's theorems. Okay. So, for two variables. So, this table proves for two variables. So, the first statement is x plus y complement is equal to x bar into y bar. Okay. So, what we have to do, since we are having two variables, with two variables we can have maximum 4 combinations. Okay. So, from all 0 pattern to all 1 pattern. So, your table should show or list all the possible combinations taken by the input variables. Now, input variables are marked as x and y here. So, I have taken this as 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0 and 1, 1. Okay. Now, this particular expression, what all things we are going to calculate? Clear? So, we are calculating for proving these two theorems. Clear? So, x into y I require, okay, x plus y I require, then x bar is also there, y bar is there, x plus y whole bar, and then xy bar, then product of these complements and sum of the complements. So, whatever terms we are having here, every term has to be calculated for all the combinations of the input. So, that is how we are going to prove. Now, here using the rules of Boolean multiplication, we have 0 into 0 as 0. So, this column I am explaining now, which is just product of first two variables. 0 into 1 is 0, 1 into 0 is 0, 1 into 1 is 1. So, we have first column, this column is filled. Next is x plus y we have to calculate. Now, this you have to use the rules of Boolean addition or OR addition. So, I will just tell you, concentrate on these two and this particular column. Okay, 0 plus 0 it is 0. Next 0 plus 1 is 1, 1 plus 0 1, 1 plus 1 is 1. Okay. So, we have 4 combinations. Okay. So, now we this particular column is done. So, next column is x bar. So, you are taking the complement of x variable here. When x is 0, x bar will be equal to 1. So, just take the complement of first column. So, here we have x equal to 0. So, this particular thing has become 1. When x is 0, so here it is 1. When x is equal to 1, x bar is 0. So, when x is equal to 1, again x bar is equal to 0. So, we have completed this particular column. Now, similarly, y bar is complement of y. So, here y is taking values 0, 1, 0, 1. So, complement will be 1, 0, 1, 0. So, just check here 1, 0, 1, 0. So, we have filled all the required variables. Okay. Now, we will calculate x plus y whole bar. So, you have already calculated x plus y, just take the complement of this column. So, it is 1, 0, 1, 1, 1. So, complement will be 1, 0, 0, 0. So, that column is filled. So, next is product of x bar and y bar. So, we have written already x bar and y bar. Just apply rules of Boolean multiplication for filling this particular column. 1 into 1 it is 1, 1 into 0 it is 0, 0 into 1 is 0, 0 into 0 is 0. So, like this we are calculating the thing. So next variable which we are going to find out is x into y whole bar. So already x into y is calculated here. So that is this one. Take the complement of this column. We have 3 zeros followed by a 1. So here it will be 3 ones followed by a 0. So we are filling this particular column. And the last column is x bar plus y bar. Okay, x bar plus y bar. So these two columns, okay, you have to add using rules of Boolean addition. So 1 plus 1 it is 1, 1 plus 0 1, 0 plus 1 it is 1, 0 plus 0 is 0. So now we have got this last column. So what we have to compare now? So we have to compare whether my x plus y whole bar is equal to x bar into y bar or not. Where is my x plus y whole bar? So this particular column has to be compared with the column x bar into y bar. So both are same, that means what? Both are equal for all the possible combinations of the input. So we can write it as x plus y bar is equal to x bar plus x bar into y bar. Next we have to check for x into y bar. Okay, where is that column? See, we have this particular column, that is xy bar. So next we have to compare this with the x bar plus y bar. So this last column we have to check, that is x bar plus y bar. So if they are equal for all the possible combinations of the inputs, then we say that xy bar is equal to x bar plus y bar. So that is how we are doing. Now here as an example we have shown only for 2 variables. It can be generalized for any number of variables. So the general expression for De Morgan's theorem are shown here, clear, both for product and for summation. So complement of sum of n variables is equal to product of complements of n variables. Now second statement states that complement of product of n variables is equal to sum of the complements of n variables. Okay. So as an example I will just show for 3 variables. Suppose if you have 3 variables, okay, you just take it as a, b, c. So you have a plus b plus c whole bar is equal to a bar into b bar into c bar. Okay. Now according to second one, a b c whole bar is equal to a bar plus b bar plus c bar. So that is how we write for 3 variables. Now how to prove this one? You have to make a table, okay, with the 3 variables as the input. With the 3 variables you have 2 raised to 3 equal to 8 possible combinations. Okay. So that is, you have to start with all 0 pattern, that is 0 0 0 pattern up to 1 1 1 pattern. Okay. List all the possible combinations for these 3 variables and calculate their complements, that is a bar, b bar, c bar. Then evaluate a bar plus b bar plus c bar. Then a plus b plus c, next column will be a plus b plus c whole bar, and here abc, and next column will be abc bar. Then you have to compare these 2 columns. That is how we have to do that.